Good morning, my dear students. This novel of Prep 2, which is called Great Men and Women, that we will introduce some characters. The first character is Gandhi. The first character is Gandhi. Okay, Gandhi was born in India. Gandhi was born in India, in the west part of India in 1869. His family was religious. His family was religious. That his parents had a great effect on him, as they were fine people. His father was brave and very good at his work, and his mother was so religious and serious that she never began a meal without praying. Okay, Gandhi loved his father very much. Okay, Gandhi went to school. In his school, he didn't have friends. His only friend was a book, that he liked a book only and didn't have friends. He thought that the school games were a waste of time. So there was an event that happened to him, that he was late for school games, and he thought that the school games were the waste of time. But the next day, when he explained to the head of the school why he was late, the head of the school didn't believe him. He wasn't believed, and he punished. From this event, he understood something, that a man of truth must also be a careful man. And later he changed his mind about the school games when he read a book about the importance of the school game and the exercises. So he began to love the school games and the exercises. Okay. Gandhi married at the early age, that he was married at the age of 13, and also his brothers. So the three brothers were married at the same time. Why? To save money. That they married at the same time to save money. That they were a poor family. So the three brothers married at the same time to save money. Okay. Gandhi was a brave man and a great man, but he had his own mistakes mistakes as a child and his young. Okay. The first mistake that Gandhi made, that he ate meat, and it was forbidden in his family. That the family of Gandhi belonged to a religious group which didn't believe in taking the life of any creature. So when he ate meat, it was forbidden. But his best friend, convinced him to eat meat. He told him that he was strong because of eating meat. It is the first mistake. The second was that he began to smoke. Okay, and he also began to steal a little money from the servants to buy cigarettes. He also stole a piece of gold from his brother. Okay, so he made many mistakes in his youth and in his childhood. Gandhi showed his repentance when he stole his brother's piece of gold. He showed sorry, that he was sorry of what he did, by writing to his father of what he had done, asking his father to punish him. Okay, so he began to be sorry about what he did, and he began to write to his father about what he had done. Okay, this is all of this part that we took today. This summary in the booklet. This is the summary in the booklet in page 75. Okay, we will read this part. Gandhi was born in the west part of India in 1869. His family was religious. His mother never began a meal without praying. He thought that games were a waste of time, but later he changed his mind about the value of games and began to practice walking, which became a habit of his life. Gandhi had many mistakes when he was a child. He deceived his parents by eating meat as advised by a bad friends and felt breaking the rules of his religion. He began smoking and he began to steal little money from the servants to buy cigarettes. He also stole a piece of gold from his brother. Okay? This is the part, okay, that we took today. Let us to have some questions and answers. The first question: where and when was Gandhi born? Where and when was Gandhi born? The answer: he was born in the west part of India in 1869. Number two, Gandhi's parents had a great effect on him. How? Yes, his parents had a great effect on him, that they were fine people. His father was brave and very good at his work. His mother was so religious and serious that she never began a meal without praying. Number three, what was Gandhi's opinion concerning games or concerning school games? What made him change his mind? Okay. The games were a waste of time. He thought that the games were a waste of time. He changed his mind after reading about the value and importance of sports and games. Okay. Number four, how did Gandhi's best friend convince him to eat meat? Persuade him to eat meat? Yes? He told him that the English ruled over the Indians because they ate meat, and that he himself was strong and a fast runner because of eating meat. Number five, although Gandhi was a great man, he had his own mistakes as a child. Give example of the mistakes of Ya. The first one, he deceived his parents by eating meat. The second, he began to smoke. The third, he stole little money from the servants in the house to buy cigarettes. The question number six, how did Gandhi show his repentance when he stole his brother's piece of gold? Yes. He wrote what he had done, asking his father to punish him and promising that he never stole again. Okay? We are weak people. The English are able to rule over us. It's a command. Yes? Who said these words and to whom? It was said by Gandhi's best friend to Gandhi that he wanted to convince him to eat meat. He thought eating meat was a very, very good and you became strong. Okay? Yes, that's all for